Hey everyone, welcome to my video. Welcome to another video for 2022. Can you guys believe 2021 is over with? I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. But first, let me do my introduction. If you are new to my channel, come on over to the house where I always is cooking up something. I is always cooking up something, whether it's beauty, whether it's food, lifestyle, or even ministry. I am serving everything to you that God has placed in my hands to do. So I'm extremely excited. If you are not new here and you already know how we get down, let's just get started, because we about to talk about what we is about to do in 2022. So let's talk about going into 2022, and this week I want to talk about all the different, well, you know, we're gonna do 7 tips, y'all. 7 tips of some things that we need to take in consideration as going into 2022. So let's get started on this list. The first thing, and I have my laptop right here, so if you see me looking down, that's why, y'all, because I'm trying to read. I'm trying to make sure I remember what I said when I was talking to the Lord or when I was thinking, because I could give y'all something different. But needless to say, number 1, you guys know I am strictly about ministry. I love everything that has to do with God. I love everything that has to do with bringing people closer to God, and I try my best to do as much as I can to do whatever it is that I can do to present to you who God is. I think a lot of times people they don't want to deal with God because God has been presented to them the wrong way. So my job, what God has gifted me to do, is to show you that presentation of who God is, but staying in my own lane, doing it Lady K style. So number 1 is definitely strengthen your relationship with God. In 2022, you guys, well, actually in 2021, even in 2020 when the COVID first started, a lot of us had to leave ministries. A lot of us had to do whatever it is we had to do, and we kind of pulled away from being able to have a support system in ministry, like going to church and, you know, being able to talk to everybody. And, you know, people, you can say on the phone, oh, I'm good, but when people are talking to you in general, you can't pretend like you're good if you're not good. So that's one of the things, is having a relationship with God is very important, because when that break happened, you didn't feel like you were lacking on anything. If anything, you felt like bold enough to say, all this time I've been surrounded by people, but now I have a stronger relationship with God for myself. So I find it to be in 2022, you need to go into 2022 with your boldness of walking and having a better relationship with God. If you never had a relationship with God before, it's okay. It's never too late. It's never down to the last second. It is always okay. Just build your relationship with God and then go from there. All right. Number two is strengthen your prayer life. You guys, I cannot, if I couldn't push anything else, one thing on my channel that I would always push is prayer. Prayer is key. Prayer is key. Prayer is key. Say it with me. Prayer is key, girl. Prayer is key. Prayer is key. If you want to make up a song, do what you want. That's up to you. I don't care. But just remember, prayer is key. If you do not pray, you won't have a relationship with God. So you can have a relationship, you can go to church. Some people think going to church is just having a relationship with God and that's enough. No, having a relationship with God is sitting down and talking to Him and telling Him how you feel, telling Him about your issues, telling Him about your problems, telling Him your truth, crying out to Him. And sometimes we can sit in the presence of God and not say anything, not cry, not do nothing but just sit there, because just being in his presence changes your life. It changes your atmosphere. And sometimes even worship, I want you to understand, worship is also a part of your prayer, also a part of your relationship building. It's a strategy. So when you worship, you begin to change your life. When you praise, mine's so cool. When you praise God, it's moments like that you are speaking to your spirit man, and you telling your spirit man, I don't care what it looks like, I don't care what it feels like, I don't care what's in front of me. All that I do know is that I'm going to continue to trust God in spite of what I am going through right here and right now. Hey, let's say ain't nobody out there going through nothing. Lady K, should I still be praying if I ain't going through nothing? Yes, because there's also a prayer of gratitude. There's some things that God has been doing in our life. God, I thank you. Let me say this. Everybody did not get the COVID shot. I understand. To each his own, whatever, however, whenever, whatever. It is a preference. Me and my family, we chose to get the COVID vaccination. So my prayer of gratitude has been lately, God, I thank you for keeping us covered, because in our mental, before we decided to get it, we were so strung out on, is it really God? Is this really you? Are you sending this here as a tactic to pull the people? Are you allowing this? Whatever. I don't even want to go into details about it, because it was a whole bunch of stuff. But needless to say, a prayer of gratitude is also just thanking him. So then that also brings back in your praise. Okay, so it's praising him, it's thanking him. All of that matters and all of that makes sense, okay? With that being said, let's talk about number 3. All right, number 3, you need to read your Bible more. Read or listen to your word. Let me tell you, can I be honest for a second? I am a pastor now, but I am not a Bible scholar. I'm going to tell you guys, I teach and preach, yes, with the word, but a lot of the things that I add to the word or add to me preaching is from life experience and different things that I had to endure, different things that I had to go through. So when I listen to the Bible, I remember I was saying one time, it seems like sometimes if I try to read it, I would, especially before when I first got saved, I was like, I'm gonna read my Bible, And that's how I was. But once you get in there, it's almost as if it does not, it's almost like you don't do it as much. So I started to listen to the Bible. Y'all, I would put on my Bible, honey. I would get my little phone and I would put on my Bible and I would let that joker read to me all day long. Versus me having to read it all day long, I don't know if I would be able to do that. So I would just put my Bible verse on my Bible and just listen to it. And it was times that I'd be like, oh my God, that happened? Like, oh my God, did you hear what they? That's how I felt with myself, you know. I felt like that with myself. So the point of the matter is, listen to your Bible. If you don't really want to read it, listen to it. It's not going to hurt you. Even if you listen to one book a day, girl, I encourage you, do it. It will pour into your spirit, and before you know it, you'll be quoting scriptures. Things will be coming up in your mind. You'll be quoting scriptures. You'll be like, some, and the word says some, and then they be like, what? How you know that that's what it's saying? Don't worry about it. I might not know what the number of it is, but I know what the word says, okay? That's what it say. I know what it say. All right, so let's move on. Number 4. This is going to be a little hard for some, but something that I really feel 2022 is needed is fasting. A lot of people are moving away from fasting. Fasting is just as important as prayer. Fasting is just as important as eating your food. it should be a part of your daily routine. Well, not your daily routine, but it should be a part of your lifestyle. This should be something that you should not want to just throw away and call it a day. Like, this is very important. If there is something that you are seeking God for, and let me tell you, okay, I'm trying to listen to God while I'm talking to y'all, because I gotta make sure that I say the right things, because you can have someone who can watch this video and may say, oh, so it's okay to pray for this and fast for this. Let me say this. Number one, fasting takes sacrifice. That's first. Number two, you gotta make sure that you're not fasting for something that just don't make sense. Okay? Don't be fasting for something that don't make sense. Now, a person who is fasting or picking something to fast for takes a mature level. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna fast today, hoping that somebody knock on my door and say, I'm here to clean the carpet because this carpet is dirty. That doesn't even make sense, ma'am, sir. But I'm saying fast for things like, maybe you've been saving up to buy a house. And you're like, okay, God, I've been saving to buy a house. Now I got the money. I'm gonna fast and pray to see exactly where you want me to be. Does that make sense? Comment below. Does it make sense? It makes sense. It's taking that time out to say, God, I'm gonna take the mature route and I'm gonna fast for this. Okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. Okay? Because I don't even want to talk about it no more, because I don't want to talk about it no more, because somebody on the other side of this camera is already mad. But number five, y'all, create a routine for your day. Just because you don't work, can I throw that? I just threw it out there. Just because you don't work don't mean you don't have to have a routine. Just because you work from home does not mean you don't need to have a routine. Just because you have a job and your day is so busy does not mean you don't need to have a routine. Can we say in 2022, routines are needed? Routines are needed. Root. I wish I could press that was me pressing the root. That was me pressing the rewind button. Routines are needed, okay? Routines are needed because it helps keep your mental together. Because we can get overwhelmed, we can get stressed out, our day-to-day can become very repetitive, and we're doing things out of this is the norm and that's it. I believe in my heart, a person with a routine gets more done. A person with a routine tends to be more organized. A person with a routine also tends to be one that is more of an optimist, if that makes sense. When you have a routine, you get up, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, you eat your breakfast. But some of us, I don't, like me, y'all, it's rare that I eat breakfast. I'm just telling y'all the truth. It's rare that I eat breakfast. Most of the time, I'm not eating until after 12 o'clock. Most of the time. Now, I'll make me a cup of coffee or give me something to drink during the morning, what have you, but I'm not eating until after 12 o'clock. That's just between me and the Lord, okay? I don't know. But needless to say, that routine for me is getting up, doing that, and then, working on my vision. Mind your business right now. But working on my vision and literally taking time out to do that. Cooking dinner by a certain time, eating dinner by a certain time, having a bath by a certain time, being in the bed by a certain time, and going to sleep by a certain time. Now, I need to talk to the Lord a little bit more about me going to sleep by a certain time, because I be in the bed, but I don't be going to sleep sometimes. Because sometimes I'm just up talking to him, or sometimes I'm up and my mind is just racing. So creating a routine for me has been a tremendous blessing. It allows my day to flow a whole lot more better, and I don't find myself being overwhelmed. You guys, it's even times I'm gonna be honest. Number one, I'm still slightly easing my way back on social media, but not like that. And I just realized that January, I think January or February, one of the two, is going to almost be a whole year that I kind of been on and off. I don't even remember, but creating this routine has allowed me to fill my day where I don't need to be on there as much as I used to be, and I don't just pick up my phone like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like, I'm over it. I'm to the point where I'm so over it. Okay, so it's gonna be some things that I think you should really take in consideration, because everybody's schedule or different circumstances or situations may be different. For me, I was watching a sermon the other day, really quick. I was watching a sermon the other day, and I don't remember who it was. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't remember who it was, because sometimes, y'all, we watch about 7, 8, 20 sermons in one day, because that's how we do. That's just us and our household. But I don't remember what sermon it was, but needless to say, he said, how does it make sense for you to quit social media when you had a big impact or you were an influencer on social media? That takes God. I remember that part so clear. I don't remember who it was, but I remember that part very clear. That takes a level of maturity, a level of submission, and a level of posture. It's not easy. I loved being on social media from time to time, but sometimes it would stress me out. So coming off of it has really cleared my mind. It has cleared, I guess, my attitude a little bit more. And Lady K has zero tolerance for drama. Zero tolerance for drama. But when I was on Facebook, it was a little different. It was almost like, I was like, ooh. But now I'm like, I don't want to worry about anybody's life or what have you. Please do not, this is a disclaimer, please do not feel offended. Please do not feel like Lady K is talking about you, because I'm not talking about anybody indirectly. All I'm saying is for me, it was overwhelming. Back to the schedule. So having a schedule, focusing on my vision, focusing on my family, focusing on my household, has created me the opportunity to not have that type of space to even worry about any of that, or even want to worry about any of that. All right, number 6. number six, you guys. Number 6 is prioritize yourself. Ladies, please, somebody comment below. Tell me, when did we start getting away from taking care of us? When? We are so focused on so-and-so, 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 them, they, those over there, her, him, them, my, you, whatever. Fill in the blank. Whatever you want to do. But we are so focused on everybody else, being there for everybody else, helping everybody else, and we are not worried about anything that has to do with us. We're not worried about keeping ourselves how we need to be keeping ourselves, so on and so forth. Can I tell y'all, heart attacks is real. High blood pressure is real. Dying from strokes is real. All of that kind of stuff is real. When you start to overwhelm yourself with other people's stuff, their baggage becomes yours, and you walking around, you carry... I remember I made this comment one time. I think I was talking to my husband or my mom, and I remember making this, nope, I wasn't talking to my mom. I think it was my husband. But I was saying, sometimes in some situations, it's almost like somebody says no. Yes, I was talking to my husband. Whatever, whoever, who was you talking to, it don't matter. It don't matter, dude. It don't even matter. Just tell the story, man. Tell the story. So I said, I remember saying, sometimes taking on other people's stuff is almost like somebody saying, hey, I need to run to the bathroom really quick. Can you hold my purse? And you say, yeah, girl, I got you. You grab the purse up and you holding it. You know, you walking around, you holding it. And you just holding that purse, and they come out the bathroom, and when they come out the bathroom, they start doing something where you didn't even think about it, but you still holding on to their purse. And then y'all walking around, y'all doing y'all thing, and you still holding the purse. And it's starting to hurt your shoulder because you wore a crossbody because you was ready. You was ready for the day. So you wore a crossbody. Or maybe some of you wore the pouch. I don't know. It's your thing. I'm not wearing a pouch. But you're walking around, your shoulder is hurting because you came prepared, but they didn't. And you're walking around and you're carrying their bag. When you start to carry people's problems and people's issues, it's just like that. You're carrying around their bag and they know that you got their bag, but they don't care because you're giving them a break from carrying their own bag. Lady K has gotten to the place in her life, I ain't carrying nobody's bag. If you say you need to go to the bathroom, take your bag with you because you might need something from out of it. I'm not trying to be funny because somebody is probably on the other side of this camera like, Lady K, really? Like, you ain't going home, my bag, you ain't home, my bag, Lady K. No, and it's not to be funny. It is to say, I am so over coming prepared and you didn't. If you gonna ride with me, come prepared. I'm gonna tell you, we walking today. Don't you come with no flip-flops on. I'm gonna tell you, we jogging today. Don't you come with no flip-flops on. I'm telling you, we gonna be dressed up. We going out to a nice place. Don't come in your tennis shoes. Come dressed for the occasion. Prioritize yourself. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Stop thinking that you gotta worry about everybody else in their situation. If God is allowing them to come in contact with the situation, it's because God knows that they have the ability and the strength to endure whatever it is in that lesson. It's not for us to take on other people's stuff. We have to learn to prioritize ourselves in that manner. Another manner we got to learn to prioritize ourselves is that was mentally. Another level we need to learn to prioritize ourselves is spiritually. I was laying in the bed the other night and I found myself just praying for everybody. I mean everybody. Anybody. If more than likely if you cross my mind, I was praying for you too, boo. And I paused for a second. I said, God, I just realized something. I don't never pray for myself anymore. I don't remember the last time I said, God, I pray that God, I pray that you change my God. I pray that you help me. I don't remember the last time I did that because I've been praying for everybody else. So spiritually, you need to learn how to prioritize yourself. I'm not saying be to the point where you don't pray for others, because some of us are called to pray for others. But what I'm saying is baby, take some time out to pray for you too. You are in need of some things just as well, okay? So you got the mental, you got the spiritual. So now let's go to the natural. Baby, do your hair. Get up and fix your hair. I have a makeup. You guys will see this you guys will see this makeup look. I know. Y'all will see this makeup look. But I remember, this is how I can tell I haven't prioritized myself. I'm gonna give you an example. I got up and I got dressed, and the kids looked at me and they said, Mom, we going somewhere today? No. Are you recording today? Possibly. But whenever I get up and I get myself dressed and I really fix my hair and I really do my makeup, they are questioning me about where we're going. that lets me know I haven't been prioritizing Lady K in the natural as much as I used to. I used to get up every single morning, you guys, and I would do my hair, and I would, you know, I always had my nails done because I was doing them. I always made sure that I was getting up every morning. I would do my makeup, y'all. I would get up every morning and I would pray and I would talk to God and I would worship. I would get up every single morning. Like, I was legit, like, me day was every Friday. Like, you can ask the kids, you can ask my husband. Every Friday was me day. Every single Friday, it was all about Lady K. Don't call me. I would turn my phone off. I would turn my phone off. Well, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't turn it off. I would turn off my ringer so that if any calls came through, if it wasn't my husband, I was not answering it. And that was back when my husband could not talk to me at work. So I basically ain't even talked to him either. All day was about Lady K. Mentally, spiritually, and naturally, prioritize you. Okay? My last one, number 7. Number 7. Number 7. I feel like the white boy, you know, the white boy from the band when he was hitting the drum. Y'all, I'm so offbeat. Don't judge me. Okay. Take a break from draining things. Do I even need to talk about this? Do I even need to talk about this? You know what's draining you? Take a break. If your phone is draining you, baby, put that thing on silent. Put that thing on do not disturb. Put that thing on something. Now iPhone got this thing, y'all. iPhone got this new thing. I don't know what it's called the Focus. Have y'all seen this? It is called the Focus. You can pick one of these and it shut everything down. It shut everything down. Ain't nobody even gonna know you woke. Ain't nobody gonna know. You could put that on sleep. Ain't nobody gonna know you woke. You could put them reading. Ain't nobody gonna know you ain't reading. You could put that you're doing whatever you want to do. I got one for church time. You could put church time and mind your business with the Lord. But what am I saying? All jokes aside, we gotta take some breaks from some draining things. If it's draining you, take a break. Now, listen, Linda, don't you come texting me talking about my kids, they gone because I took a break from them. You can't take a break from your kids. You can, if you know how, tell me, because I want to take it first. No, I'm just playing. If you could take a break from your kids, I'm sure a lot of people would. You could send them to somebody's house, what have you. That's not my thing. I'd rather not. I'd rather just keep my kids right with me so I know what they're doing, whatever. You know, you can't take a break from your kids. You can't take a break from kids. Can't take a break from your spouse. But you can ask, hey, can I just get like an hour to myself today? Just 1 hour. If you got a newborn, ma'am, you probably can't. But what I'm saying is make sure that you understand what you're doing. You know, just work on it. You know, somebody can finagle it some type of way. But needless to say, y'all know, listen, we is going into 2022 right. This is the point. The point of the matter is we're gonna strengthen our relationship with God. We're gonna strengthen our prayer life. We're gonna read our Bible or listen to it more. We're gonna fast some more because we need to get some fasting in there. We're gonna plan our day and we're gonna have a routine. We're gonna prioritize ourselves and we're gonna take a break from some draining things. Did I need to say it again? Probably not. With that being said, I love y'all, and you're gonna have to catch this makeup look because it's gonna be up soon. This is my 7 things of going into 2022 right.